Alright guys, so we're here in the convention center. Got my boys here. I'm vlogging. Blinded by the light. This is the team here. We got Jigs, we got Exile, we got Genos over there. Psychotic. We in here?
Hey guys, what's going on? So welcome back to the channel. What is it today? The 20th, or sorry, not the 20th, the 17th. So I just got back from New Orleans last night. I'm just gonna let you guys know, what went on at the event, how we placed, just update you guys on everything that happened. So for those of you who don't know, that myself and my team. We went to CWL New Orleans to compete over the weekend. It's our first LAN event. Really excited to go and everything. I had high expectations. Obviously, realistically, we didn't think we were going to be coming out winning the event or anything, but we expected to make like a pretty decent open bracket run. Unfortunately, we didn't do that. So I'm just going to explain to you guys, what went on, what was going through our heads, what went wrong. There's a lot that went wrong. So, yeah, I guess we'll start off, unfortunately, Genos and myself, we both got extremely sick. Not like, we weren't dying or anything, but we were both pretty sick the entire time, like just annoyingly, like cough, stuffy nose, puffy eyes, all that shit. Now, I mean, I was drained of my energy, but I don't think it really affected how I played that much. So, I'm not trying to use that as an excuse or anything. But yeah, so we actually ended up driving 24, or I think it took around 25 hours to get there. It's a long ass fucking drive. And once we got there, we were staying at some Airbnb. Wasn't the greatest place, but it wasn't that great. But it wasn't that bad, I mean. But we didn't have any internet there. We didn't have any way to like scrim or even just like play our GPs or something like that. Which, I mean, a lot of teams probably didn't either, so it's not too big of a deal. But yeah, once we got to the event, this is when things actually started going, pretty poorly. Yeah, so we got to the event on Friday morning at like 8 a.m. and check in. We checked in, went out, got some breakfast, and then I think you were able to go into the event at 10, and then our first match started at 12. We didn't get our scrim, we didn't get to practice, we didn't get to do anything other than I was able to shoot bots for maybe 30 minutes. Before the event, so keep in mind we hadn't practiced for like 3 days leading up to the event because we were, one, driving, two, we were packing and everything, working. So for two or 3 days leading up to the event, we didn't practice at all, and then obviously the drive to the event, I'm including that. We got there and so we didn't get to practice before our match at all, and then also on top of that, we were playing with a Cronus Max, which I don't know if you guys probably know what that is. Follow competitive Call of Duty at all. There's a little, USB device that you plug into your PS4, and it just, makes it so that your controller is forced to use wired instead of any Bluetooth, so you don't get any input delay. Anyways, though, it adds a lot of like delay to your device, so oh god, don't watch this. So many missed shots. Man. But anyways, like normally when you use your thumbstick and you go like left or right, it's pretty much instantaneous that it happens on the screen as well. But if you use a Cronus Max, it kind of feels like maybe only like half a second. Like it's not like crazy amount, but you move and you can definitely feel the delay between when you move and when it actually happens on the screen. So it made it would have been fine if we got practice on it, but we didn't get to scrim before our games or anything. We didn't get to practice, so I didn't get used to I didn't get used to the Cronus Max at all. So all of our shots were really off for the game. Um, kind of sucked. So yeah, definitely we're not as good as normal, and that was pretty funny. Um, but yeah, so we weren't playing well. I'm sorry if I'm not talking like clearly, by the way, too, because I haven't slept at all for the last like 2 days. Um, but yeah, so we weren't playing very well. You know, like our shots were kind of off because of the Cronuses, and then we hadn't practiced at all really. And then our hard point, our S&D was actually pretty nice. That was surprisingly our best game mode, and you know it's kind of weird because we're not like an S&D team or anything like that. But our hardpoint was lacking. I think we play hardpoint a lot differently online um, than we should be on land because we live up in Canada and we get a really shitty connection a lot of the time. So I feel like whenever we play decent teams and we're lagging around a bunch and you know shots are going right through people, it changes up our play style. So we end up, you know, playing like less aggressive. We don't play aggressive enough online. So that really, like, we didn't really compensate for that when we went on land. We were still playing the same way that we would online. So we lost our hard points, you know, pretty badly. I think we got our first game we lost like 250 to um, like 161 or something like that. And like we didn't get like 100-point clipped or anything in any of these games, but I don't think we got more than like 160 through the entire tournament. Um, and then S&D surprisingly, I think we 6-1 to team. Genos went like 10-1. We were very good at S&D. And then for CTF, I feel like we're really good at Arden's Forest CTF, and we're pretty decent at on docks. Flak Tower is definitely our weakest map, though. A lot to work on there. Um, but yeah, overall we didn't play very well that event. A lot of things go wrong for us, but we spent the entire weekend after that just practicing and like watching over every single piece of gameplay that we could to try and improve our strategies. And I feel really confident in ourselves that we're going to be, you know, next time we go to an event, we're going to be showing up with our A game and we're going to be absolutely destroying the competition, especially in that open bracket. Um, yeah, that's about it though. Wasn't really too much else to talk about. It's just a overall poor showing from us. I mean, I definitely know I only performed to like 40% of my ability. It was terrible. I felt like I let down the team pretty hard. Um, but yeah, I mean, you gotta hold some L's before you can collect the bigger W's. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe in at least. You gotta put in work. You can't go into your first LAN and expect to do, you know, too well. I think, you know, we definitely learned I think we learned a lot from this event. And you know, next time I think we're gonna be seeing a lot more of Take Flight, or you know, if we end up going under some other organization, then yeah, that's about it. Don't have an outro for you guys. I'm kind of bummed out still. So see you later.